Kathy and I are attempting to have a relaxing ski vacation this week, but we really got off to a rough start. When we left our home at 4 a.m. on Sunday, we went to the Toronto airport to fly to Vancouver. Well, that went okay, but then we had to fly into Kamloops. Well, the flight left, but it was just too foggy, so we had to be diverted to Calgary. Well, there we waited 4 hours, got onto another plane to attempt another landing in Kamloops, but it was still too foggy, so we were diverted to Kelowna. Then we waited for a bus to come and pick us up. But in the meantime, our skis don't arrive, so I presume by now they're in Singapore. So we get on a bus and arrive at the Kamloops airport at midnight. Then we board the hotel shuttle to take us to the ski resort. Well, it's really late, so we're all falling asleep, and then I was awakened suddenly by a very loud scraping sound, and the bus came to a halt. Well, what happened was the two wheels on the left rear axle flew off, and we came to a scraping halt, which you can see here. Well, that was a major stress, because now we were stranded a kilometer from the ski resort on a remote mountain road. So the hotels had to be called. At 1 o'clock in the morning, they came and shuttled us back in private vehicles. So it was a major headache. So we finally got to bed at 2 a.m., 25 hours after leaving our house. But as Kathy pointed out, there's nothing like stress to bring out your character. Well, we were lucky. We were with a bus full of Aussies. And if you ever want to go through a crisis, it's best to do it with a group of Aussies and Kiwis. They can turn any crisis into an exciting, entertaining adventure. But you know, Kathy thinks that skiing is a metaphor for all of life. It has its ups and downs. It has its mountain and its valleys. It sometimes rains, sometimes snows. It's just like life. So she feels that skiing is a tremendous preparation for all of life's activities. Now, she's a much better skier than I am. So she's always pushing me to attempt more and more dangerous slopes. Well, Kathy feels that if I can get to the bottom of a slope without breaking anything or losing consciousness, then I've conquered it and I'm ready for a new challenge. Well, her explanation, of course, is the more challenges you conquer, the greater that builds character through perseverance. Well, that may be true, but it doesn't really make for a very relaxing ski holiday. I think I'd prefer cruising. But to live a transformed life, you have to learn how to take on new challenges and conquer them. So now I want to hear from you. What challenges have you overcome that has really built your character? Just leave your comments in the box below. And if this is your first visit here, be sure to fill out the subscription form just over my left shoulder so that you can get our weekly free email newsletter. And I'll talk to you again next week, and hopefully I'll have recovered from this.